Welcome to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, MSNBC for sale. There's some people talking about, is Elon Musk buying it? We do know that several other billionaires are looking at picking it up. Fubo adds 18 new channels from NBC Universal, and Sling TV's expanding its arcade. We'll tell you what's happening there, and a whole lot more happening in the world of cord cutting right now. First, though, if you want to learn more about these stories and all the ones I'm about to talk about, check the show notes and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinion. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. And hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. With that said, let's dive into it. MSNBC, along with E!, Sci-Fi, CNBC, are all being spun off into an independent company. There's been long rumors that Comcast, what their parent company is and will be their parent company after the spinoff, just in a different branch, is looking at unloading the company, or the channel, I should say. Now, with this, Elon Musk has made several tweets about possibly buying it. A lot of people have taken it as a joke, but you never know with him. This is kind of how Twitter started, as a joke, and became something. Now there are reports from CNN that other billionaires are looking at buying it just to kind of preserve it as it is today, with its focus and all the what it is as it is. Now with that, it raises big questions. Is it really for sale? Comcast officially says, well, we don't have it on the market. But I tell you this, if the right price came and they saw that as a way out of it at a good point, they probably would do it. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Buying it means you're separating it from NBC News. NBC News is remaining with Comcast, and you're breaking that free from there, and that removes a lot of the resources they use to produce MSNBC as we know it now. Doesn't mean that a new organization can't build their own network of reporters around the world. It just would cost a lot of money. I would not be surprised to see Comcast unload some of these channels. I do think it's unlikely they're trying to do it all, but it's kind of one of those things. When you're in business, everything's potentially for sale. I knew that. I sold this business once before I bought it back. But everything's potentially for sale. Now, is Elon Musk looking to sell it? Your guess, or buy it, I should say, your guess is as good as mine. That's all wild speculation at this point. There's a lot of factors here. Decreased viewership is reducing the amount of money people pay. As cord cutting grows, fewer people are paying into the big pool that goes to MSNBC. Ad revenue, like many other services and channels, is down dramatically at the end of this year now that the election ad buying cycle is over. This has all created a situation where, yeah, they are seriously out there like, hey, what's the future of MSNBC? Could be for sale. Mark my words, there'll be a lot of interest in buyers. There's two things that really are driving subscriptions to cable TV. Number one, by a mile, of sports. Way out there, the main reason people still pay for cable or a live TV streaming service is sports. Number two, a distant number two, is news. Well, news is not the juggernaut it once was because there's so many new ways. YouTube right here, just like you're watching, is a great way to get news. Websites, social media, and more have slowly eroded the news on TV and dramatically reduced how much of an influence it has. But it's still wildly popular, wildly important, especially during major news events. We'll keep a close eye on this, but I expect, even if they don't officially put it for sale, that several people are going to make bids for MSNBC and maybe even CNBC with this deal. All right, let's move along. Fubo has added 18 new free channels from NBC Universal. This comes as Fubo is expanding its free ad-supported streaming service, adding more channels to it. Now, paying subscribers will also get access to these channels, include some Telemundo channels, NBC Sports. Now, this is a bunch of not necessarily live sports like what you would see on some of their cable networks and others, but highlights, sporting shows and the like. Bravo Vault, Top Chef Vault, Real Housewives Vault, SNL Vault, older SNL content. Keeping Up, and more has all been added. If you want to see a full list of everything Fubo added, check out the link down below. As Fubo continues to grow its free ad-supported streaming service and put these channels also available to its paid customers. Speaking of live TV services, Sling TV is expanding its arcade game with 16 new games, including Pac-Man. Now, Sling TV is trying to keep you subscribed, and they're offering some mobile games and others with this. And with this, they've struck a deal to include 16 new games, including Pac-Man, Dots, Haunted Castle, and more trivia content and others with it. It's kind of one more thing. We're seeing this more and more, right? There's a lot of options for live TV. You got Sling TV, Hulu, Fubo, YouTube TV. You got others out there, Philo, Friendly, plus cable and satellite out there. How can you stand out? Well, mobile games is one of them. Not exclusive to Sling TV. Netflix is also offering mobile games. YouTube is also offering flash games with their platform too. It's interesting to see how this will play out. Some of these are big name ones. Netflix has had the Grand Theft Auto games, so they're leaving soon. There's other big name games available there. But it's just one more way that they're trying to offer more to you, just like cell phone companies have been offering subscriptions to streaming services, for example, at times. In order to entice you to subscribe, streaming services are hoping games will entice you not to just subscribe because you're watching things on Netflix, but because you're really enjoying that Grand Theft Auto game you're playing on your phone that you're getting free from Netflix. Let me know, has that ever entered into your mind? Is it one of the reasons you pick a streaming service? Is the mobile games you get with it? Leave me a comment, let me know. Speaking of adding channels, Pluto TV has also added 2 new channels, including Nickelodeon 90s Kids. So classic 90s Kids content from Nickelodeon is now there. Plus Pluto TV Trending Now has been added. If you want to find out more and see everything coming to Pluto TV in December and November, check out the link down below in the show notes. Excuse me, not December, November. All right, do you still use Amazon's old over-the-air DVR called the Fire TV Recast? This was a big splash when it came out. It's a over-the-air DVR that streams to your Fire TV, and it didn't have a monthly fee for using all the features with it, which a lot of people liked. It sadly failed to grab traction as Tableau, well, to be honest, was just way more popular, and HD Home Run was way more popular. And because of that, Amazon discontinued it, but has continued to support the device. Increasingly over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of reports of users of ongoing guide data issues, and because the guide data is missing, customers are unable to schedule recordings for the programs they want on a growing number of channels. Amazon for some time now has been saying they're looking into it, but has not been fixed. We reached out to Amazon for comment on this issue. Amazon has not replied to our comments. I'll be honest, it's an excellent DVR if you're a Fire TV customer. One of the main, I think, holdups for a lot of people was it was limited to the Fire TV. To integrate with the Roku, for example, best to my knowledge. Did I miss something with that? Leave me a comment. Maybe they added it later and I missed it. Maybe when I didn't own the site that changed. But hopefully Amazon fixes this. A lot of people really do love their Fire TV Recast. They go for a lot of money sometimes on resale. And a lot of people have picked them up. I have one here in the house. I don't use it, but we have it if we ever want to review it. So not a bad device. And again, one of the main selling points was when most services like this charge some type of fee for features, everything for the Fire TV Recast was free once you bought it. All right. Oh, also with this guide data, Fire TV Edition Smart TVs, when you plug the antenna in, some people are reporting the same issue where when you look at the guide, the data is missing. That's more of a nuisance than a functionality thing because you're not scheduling recordings on a smart TV. Few Black Friday deals real quick. As we get into Black Friday, if you want to see all the deals we're finding, go to cordcuttersnews.com. At the top, we have a tab that says Deals. If you click there, you'll find all the deals we have out there. Starting off with Roku's Express 4K Plus is at one of its lowest prices ever of just $24. Very powerful 4K streaming player for just $24. A great deal, especially if you love Roku's. Also, Peacock's got its big Black Friday sale going. You can get a month for, I think, 6 months for $1.99 a month for the first 6 months. Or you can get an entire year for $19.99. If you've been thinking about Peacock, if you're like me and you get it for sports, or you've been thinking about getting it for sports, there's some NFL games coming to Peacock later this year, early next year. I can't remember exactly when those will happen. $19.99 is a pretty good deal for an entire year of Peacock, even if you're just getting it for those sporting events. Check it out. Link in the show notes if you want to find out more about these deals. We'll love to hear from you. Well, that's it for today. I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. If you're heading out, if you're hitting the roads for Thanksgiving in the United States, hope you have a fantastic and safe trip and time with family and friends, or whatever you may be doing over the holidays. Little note here, we will have no video. I can't, probably on Thursday. I may do a special video on Friday. I didn't do a Q&A last week. I was kind of planning to save it for this weekend. I'm not sure when I'm going to drop that. I'm going to try to have some content for you on all the normal days, but just be aware that the core cutting today probably won't be happening on Thursday and Friday. I'll drop some other special videos in their place that I can pre-record, because I'm going to be spending some time with my family too. We always love it. Love this time of year. All my staff will be off both Thursday and Friday. But don't worry, I'll have all the Black Friday deals I'll be covering and be working on Friday. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.